up
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Live on our YouTube channel for the first time. Oh, such a big baby.
Magnolia Hope Navarro.
Beautiful name. Magnolia Hope Navarro.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
She's a little crying right now because she's not on a boob right now. Let's be honest.
We all are there.
Yeah, but she is. She's been so sweet, and I know.
Isn't it weird? I mean, you've been, obviously you have loved and been loving your daughter, and now you've got a new daughter.
I know.
Isn't it weird? Like, it's an odd feeling, isn't it, when you have another one to
It is. It really
spread that love with.
It is, and I feel very grateful and blessed. And it is weird, Russ, but I even wrote there, father of two. I'm like, that's so weird to say. It's like one of those life things when you say I'm engaged or I'm a husband or obviously that's my wife. I have a license. These life things that you don't think about until you say them out loud. Like, we had to set up the doctor's appointment for her. And I said her birthday for the first time out loud, and I was like, whoa, it's just, it's really, really weird and cool, and she looks so much like my daughter Lennon. Like if you put their pictures side by side, hey Lennon, she wanted to pop in and say hello
Hey Lennon, you're a big sister now, Lennon. That's awesome.
Hey baby, and she's being a great big sister, and it's a different thing altogether. Hey, baby, say goodbye to Magnolia because she wants to be on that booty.
Yeah. Congratulations, Megan.
Yes.
Magnolia is a beautiful name.
Yeah, what's the story behind the name?
A couple different stories. So, number one, like the boob is being popped into the mouth right now. The story behind the name is that's Megan's favorite flower and tree, and then it also connects with Chip and Joanna Gaines, who happens to be like one of Megan's idols and mentors, and so it was. It took a long time to kind of figure out exactly. We changed the name a couple times, and was that? We changed the middle name, and it's Magnolia Hope, and we had a different middle name, but like we have Lennon Love. And now we have Magnolia Hope, so we're trying to bring that in. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And
I'm glad you kept that for you guys until the baby was born. You did. I'm curious. You did something that I was talking to Dwight about. That he was telling me that newborn fathers and mothers do without even noticing it or realizing it. And I'm wondering if you heard this from Dwight or if you just did it. But he was talking to me one time about how when you have a newborn baby, without even noticing or realizing it, new fathers will with their shirt off hold their baby to get skin on skin. Just it's a thing that fathers do without even realizing that they're doing it. And I saw the photo of you, and Mary Ellen and I said, look at that. It's just like Dwight said, fathers and mothers do that. Just kind of let that child know that you're part of each other. Did you do that on purpose because you heard Dwight talk about it, or was that an accident, or is it just an involuntary thing?
Well, it's funny you say that, and I'm glad you picked up on that because it's a couple of them. That was a brand new thing. So we had our daughter 9 years ago, Lennon 9 years ago, and they introduced within that time this thing called skin to skin.
Yes.
And so before they would take the baby and they take the baby away kind of immediately and they check the weight and they do all that stuff. Now it's like the baby comes out and boom, it's right on mommy's skin. So I guess the benefits of skin to skin are just incomparable. The immediate connection, the understanding of the baby, knowing this is the mother, and just
and with the father too.
Absolutely.
Knowing who her tribe is.
Yes, and for me, they were like, "Do you want to do skin to skin?" I was like, "Absolutely." I had seen some pictures of some people that I follow do skin to skin, and I thought to myself, "Oh man, I did it with Lennon later on, but I know it wasn't like within the hospital visit." And so that's why I also wanted to share that, because it was such a beautiful kind of connection that you have with your baby to feel that skin. And of course, here's another thing that happened. So the nurse is like, oh, because she walked in when I was holding her, and she's like, I'm so glad you do that. A lot of fathers don't do that. And the fact is that men actually, the baby calms down with men more because our heart rate is lower,
right,
and our body temperature is lower. And are higher, and so the baby calms down a little bit more, and it was the experience after and really during and everything was fantastic. I got to call, it's a girl, and I took my time because like a lot is happening. And it was funny, this delivery was so much different than the last delivery. It was like, this was smooth and calm, and the last one was a little bit more hectic. My daughter came out very quiet. My first daughter, which sounds crazy to say, my oldest daughter, my oldest daughter came out super quiet, and they were like, whoa, what's going on? And this baby came out, Magnolia came out like, nah, like ready for the world. So and so I was able to call it and say it's a girl, and most everybody thought it was a boy.
Were you at all? And I know you can't say anything in front of Megan, but you can blink once or blink twice. Were you just a little disappointed it wasn't a boy or not?
No, I was not. I was not disappointed because I feel like. I don't know. I don't feel like any of this is by chance. And I feel like I do have daughters for a reason, and maybe one day I'll have a boy, maybe one day I'll adopt a boy, I don't know, but I love being the father to girls and connecting with them, and it's not by chance. I think maybe I'll have a boy later on, but now I have Magnolia and Lennon now, and I feel very blessed about it.
Hey, thanks for checking in with us, Carlos. We appreciate it, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate
and thanks for doing it here on the air. And God bless you. And tell Megan we love her to death. Yeah. And thanks for doing it. And so little Magnolia Hope Navarro.
Yes, she is now bringing a little hope into the world. Our little Magnolia, and appreciate y'all support throughout this. And I'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
All right, go do daddy things. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it, man.